I believe great teams have fantastic leadership rhythm. They have a very strong leadership rhythm. What makes a leadership rhythm? Well, that's basically a team that is purpose driven. They're going after a vision. They're trying to advance a cause. They're united in that front. Great teams also have high standards. They execute things at a higher level. They hold such a high standard for themselves that they're always trying to beat it. They look around to their competitors, but they're creating internal standards that meets the needs of their customers and their teams. Um, Leadership rhythm also consists of creating positive vibes. Fantastic teams, you just can't help but want to be around them. There's such an energy that is contagious. There's this enthusiasm that people just want to be part of that team, not just when they're winning, but they're going through that process together in a joyful way. They're grateful to be with each other. They just like each other's company. And so that is what leadership rhythm is all about. That's what I do with my clients. That's what we make sure that we're working towards creating. And so, what are the three components if we look at this? The first one is to make sure that there's clarity of direction. Unless you have that clarity, it's hard for you to be able to communicate it to others. It's going to be hard for you to be able to sell it to others. Um, and that's ultimately the job of the founder and the CEO. You're the guardian of this vision. You're the guardian of this direction, and you got to be sell it. You got to be able to sell it to all the different stakeholders. So, how do we translate this? I would say that this simply is having a compelling vision. You got to have a story for your company, and you got to be good at selling that story. Make sure that everyone who matters really buys into this. Okay, I believe that the job of the CEO is to really go up and out, whereas the other leadership team is down and in. So it is about connecting to that vision. It is about sharing that vision with as many people as we can, and trying to enroll and inspire them with that vision. So, in practical terms, what does that mean? Well, it's just clarity of where we're going and why we need to get there. This is kind of stuff that we explore during our strategic thinking and execution planning sessions that we facilitate for people. It's just making sure that you invest the time in your future, because everyone creates a business to create a better future. Let's connect with that future, be clear what it is, how we're going to get there. Speaking of how we're going to get there, the next component is going to be on this continuous um, performance improvement, right? So I'm just going to put improving performance. You see this in the best teams in the world. You see this in the military. You see this in sports teams. They collect people that has the highest potential to succeed, given the culture of the organization. And then they don't stop training them, right? So they spend a lot of time recruiting the best people, and then they spend a lot of time continuously developing their people. And that's part of this leadership rhythm, and that's what makes great teams stand apart from other teams. Other teams stop developing as soon as they get it, or they treat development just as a checklist. We've done that training, we've done this training, we've done that, right? It's not about how well are we doing it. Is the intensity correct? Are we pacing it based on their needs? So in business terms, this would be called executive development. This is something that you need to continuously give attention to, and give permission for, so that it happens in your organizations. So creating curriculums, creating programs. And if you look at, again, best sports teams that have individualized programs, they look at everybody's strengths, they look at everybody's weaknesses, they look at everybody's physical attributes, and they create personalized, tailored program for each person to be successful in their roles and to be able to take on bigger and better roles as they progress. So in practical terms, I would call this basically making sure that they know what to do and how to do it. Right? So again, this is something that I highly recommend that you sit down and plan. Look at your people, look at your organization chart, create clear functions, and make sure that you have a plan, um, like a pipeline to make people progress along those things. And the third component that we look at when creating a strong leadership rhythm would be the leadership team itself. What do we want from them? Well, we want an aligned leadership team. So I'm just going to put aligned, if I can spell properly, leadership. As the leadership team goes, the rest will follow. If the leadership team is acting in a silo way, the rest of the company will be acting in a silo way. If the leadership team is aligned, the rest of the team will be aligned. So here, what we're looking at is basically team engagement. We got to make sure that the leadership team is looking at what's best for us instead of what's best for me. So moving from me going to we. Okay. This is basically paying particular attention to your core values, making sure the behaviors that are important, the things that are important for you, is being acted upon by your leaders. They're being role models for the actual behaviors and on how we're going to get to where we're going to go to. So, and this is basically about getting the right people. Yeah, or getting the right people, or making sure the people that you have are behaving in the correct way. A lot of times there are uncommunicated expectations, and these uncomfortable conversations usually need to be had. And we're not shy about pushing our clients to make sure that they have these uncomfortable conversations, because once the expectations are laid out clear, it's so much easier for people to follow. Okay, so very quick video, guys, just to show you how to create a strong leadership rhythm in your company. Those of you watching this in our Next Level Entrepreneurs group on LinkedIn, you're in the right place. We're going to keep continuing to share content like this. Those of you who would like to join the group, if your business is running at or around $5 million a year and you're looking to exponentially grow your business, look us up on LinkedIn at the Next Level Entrepreneurs group. We'd be happy to have you join the group so you can learn, communicate with each other, and get support as you scale your business. Those of you who are open to additional help and would like to have further conversation, just give us a shout and direct email us, and we'll schedule a quick chat to see if or how we can help you. All right. Take care, guys. See you around in the group.